What is going on, everyone? We are back with another music reaction. I'm Depraved.
I'm Hellcat.
And together we are...
HellaDepraved.
Yes, we are. And, okay, Melanie fans, we have been far too long without jumping on another song off the Portals album.
Right.
There's been a couple of reasons. Being 100% honest with you, most of it is we just haven't been doing reactions really at all.
Right.
Because of life. However... a part of it is also I've been personally waiting to see if she was going to drop another music video. Because 9 times out of 10...
we react to something.
We react to something, and the artist will drop the video 2 or 3 days later. Now, we have given it like 2 months.
I mean, that happened with the first song off of this.
We did the first song, and it had been out for like 2 weeks.
And
then the next day... she
yeah.
dropped the official video, and I was like, are you fucking serious?
Although I'm really loving this, like, fake cottagecore...
As am I.
Melanie. It's fun. She's, like, part fawn and part fauna right there.
Yes.
Fun. Okay.
Anyways, we are super excited, though. This is Void. This is off the Portals album.
Cool.
And we don't really cover full albums from hardly anyone anymore. We will eventually get to every song on this album. Melanie Martinez is probably in at least my top 6 to 7 favorite artists.
Yeah.
So
she's up there for me. Probably not that high with
she's
all
my
the
favorite.
other artists,
she's my favorite dark pop princess.
All right.
So with that being said, let's get it. Melanie Martinez. Void.
Oh, she's blooming.
In the void, 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 baby, I'm spinning around the corner. It's tasting kinda lonely, and my mind wants to control me. Empty. There's rotten things left in me, injected by society. No one here but me to judge me.
Now before we get too far into this, I feel like I want to see if I can, judging off of just a little bit we've got, what the song's going to be about fully.
Okay.
It's going to be living up to societal expectations of what she should be.
Okay.
Because she talks about having a void and something rotten put inside of her, which I feel like everyone does.
Yeah, it's all the different messages we receive.
And especially women. I mean, everybody has certain messages that are thrown their way, but women more so than anybody. There are so many commercials and stuff directed at women saying, you know, you got to wear makeup, you got to look like this, you got to do that. Here's these brands. These are the brands that are important. Do this, do that. And
you have to be this size. You have to be, I mean, I don't know if it's going to talk about her trying to or having to live up to it. It sounds like almost discovering yourself, because she is saying that those messages are rotting. Like, so she's done enough work on herself to free herself. Right. And now she's just battling her own brain. Is, you know, like it's she's reached silence everywhere else, which is almost like what you're supposed to do when you meditate. But then you're stuck with your own thoughts, and your own thoughts can be just as toxic as society, mostly because of the messages you learn from society. So, I mean, kind of goes hand in hand.
Right.
I really like her sound in this. I really like it. I mean, she makes it wonderfully, horrifically graphic, like Tangled in My Own Intestines, which, yeah, no, it's fantastic. But again, like, that could be the anxiety or using your guts for garters or, you know, like, there's a whole bunch of different metaphors that can go along with it, but it is still struggling against the messages she's telling herself. Which, unfortunately, a lot of those are programmed in us based on what society tells us.
Society, even upbringing. I mean, for a long, long time, women raised their daughters to be copies of them.
Yep.
Like, you got to be a housewife. You got to know how to cook. You got to know how to clean. You got to know how to do this.
Still.
Because that was, again, the big societal expectation.
Oh, it's...
And to this day, I won't say as far as being the housewife is the societal expectation anymore.
Not the stay-at-home, no, but like they still expect you to do the same stuff, just go to work on top of it.
Right. I mean, I don't. But
no, but society in general is like, oh no, we don't believe in, you know, gender roles anymore. But then, you know, you get so many people, even our age and younger, who expect the female side of the relationship to take care of the home and go to work.
You better be killing spiders.
You know, the male side to mow the lawn and drink beer and, I don't know, go to work.
Make me a sandwich. Fix the car.
Stuff like that. There's still plenty of association. I do like how she pointed out that she hates who she was before. And I think all of us have roles of ourselves that we don't like.
I will say, I hate who I was, but I'm happy I went through it.
Yeah, I'm definitely not.
I won't say like thrilled, you know, like, oh my God, I'm so glad. But if it wasn't for the things that I hated about myself and changing, right, I wouldn't be who I am today.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. There are definitely versions of myself that I dislike greatly. I don't necessarily regret them because of what I learned. But yeah, and I think in that way, it is unfair to judge people on who they were when you last knew them. But that is saying in general, because there are some things that are just, you shouldn't have made that choice in the first place. And, you know, so... Hi.
Effie. Snuggle with mommy. Daddy's got things in his lap.
I mean, this is our little black hole when it comes to food. Yeah, I'm not the choice for the,
there you go.
Chair time snuggle sessions. I really like that. And
I actually think I like that more than the opening track.
I really like that. That was a drive-by. I can also really relate to this one. I mean, that void opens up a lot of times when I'm trying to sleep, like go to sleep. And my brain does that stupid bullshit of, in third grade when you said this, you probably should have said that. And I don't know. Like, I'm always... Thank you, brain. Thank you, because that was really important at 3 a.m.
The one thing that Melanie always seems to do that never ceases to amaze me is to take a very poppy and happy sounding track and make it very dark and interlacing it with a almost, I feel like it's like those Saturday morning cartoon morals that come at the end.
Almost. I mean...
But much darker more, like just things in life, right?
I think the beauty of what she sings about, though, is it's not... She never just sings outright horror for the sake of it. It always has multiple layers in terms of a very personal message.
Right.
And then a societal message. And depending on who you are, what time of day it is, where your mind's at, you can take it any number of ways. I mean, you could just listen to this and be transfixed, imagining a void and floating around in a void. You could take it as a very, like, sci-fi thing. You could take it as a transformation type, metaphysical meditation type thing, or you could take it as like bedtime anxiety that's talking about how you fucked up in third grade.
Right.
So, I mean, but I think overall, it really shows you everyone's mental state with all of the pre-programming almost that we get before we're even able to discover who we are personally, what makes us happy. Because a lot of those decisions that you rethink and everything, and for me specifically, a lot of the versions of myself that I hate, I was trying to engender a role that somebody else had carved out for me and just couldn't make it work. For one reason or another.
Right. I now kind of want a concert tour.
We come up with our
dream concert
dream concerts all the time, yeah.
And I think what I want is, hear me out, co-headlines to be Melanie and Set It Off.
Okay.
And then I think the opening acts, if I'm going to have to pick like 2 or 3, I think I would want Aviva, Mothica, and somebody else. I don't have the other.
I think Naomi would fit well.
Naomi would be. And of course they've all got music with each other.
Right.
So they could...
I also like Bishop Briggs for this lineup.
Right.
And Meg Myers.
I'd have to hear more from newer Meg.
Right.
And I only say that because she's...
You know who would be fun, but she's mostly doing like movie stuff right now, is Lola Blanc. She would be fun.
I also wouldn't mind, who's the lady that we were doing from Louisiana?
Mercy Raines?
Mercy Raines. Would be fun.
Mercy Raines would be a lot of fun. I feel like she's a little bit more rock and blues kind of sound, which it would be amazing with us. But I'd like to hear Bishop Briggs would still be a choice for that. I don't know about Meg because like Melanie, because she is that other side of like, she is sugar pop in the music side. I don't know. I'd like a whole girls' weekend of like.
I was trying to stay away from that because I really do think Set It Off would be a good...
Set It Off would be fabulously fun.
And the reason I even said co-headline, because if you want to be honest, I would probably have Set It Off be the headliner there. Okay. Only because their label probably wouldn't allow it any other way.
Yeah, I don't know about Melanie's, though.
Melanie's not with a major label anymore. It hasn't been for a while.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Here's the major difference is Melanie, in her concerts, does a lot of the choreograph. Like, it is a whole...
Choreography?
Yeah.
Okay.
What did I say?
You said a lot of the choreograph.
Okay, well, that's helpful. I'm really tired, guys. Set It Off has been... Like, their catalog's much larger. But on the other hand, she... does a much more like Janet Jackson type show. Like I've seen them. But
the reason I was actually, like I said, co-headlining with the two of them mainly was because they both kind of remind me of each other. Different overall sound, not too far different, but different. They both have that almost pop punk.
Yeah. She's a little bit more sugar pop now. Right. But yeah, no, you're not wrong.
But they also, both of their songs are usually interlaced with some sort of message to them.
All of them. Yeah. And they're all darker. They're all about mental health and so on and so forth. Yeah, that would actually be a good match. And it would be fun to see Cody and Melanie. Like, I'd like them to come up with some sort of...
collab together.
Like,
do a mashup of two of their songs or something.
Something would be fun. Anyway, I really like this. This is probably... my most recent favorite that's not on Crybaby.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna lie to you guys, the last album, I don't even remember what it's called.
Isn't that K through 12 or grade school or...
I don't know.
It's one of the two. There were a couple songs on that I liked.
There was one
not
song,
like this though.
So like Crybaby, I liked everything.
Yeah. That has quite a few standout songs for me.
The last one, there was one song we definitely did not like. And that's why we never put a reaction out for it. If you want to know which one it is, just go look at the songs we've done for Melanie. And it's the one we don't have a reaction for.
Yeah. There was one that I loved, and I remember vaguely that they're dancing in a...
And the second album was good. It just wasn't what Crybaby was for me.
Yeah. Well, honestly, yeah, like I said, Crybaby had quite a few standout songs for me. Plus, I love the whole album.
Right.
Yeah.
My chest said hi, guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is fantastic, and the opening track for this album was also really good.
Yeah, we really like that, but this one.
This is.
Yeah.
I'm super excited to check out even more from this album.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. All right, if you guys liked the video, smash that like button, subscribe. If you didn't, don't. We don't care. We just hope that we made your day a wee bit better. We love you guys. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.